Okay, so now I'm going to show you why the setting the context lifespan to a value of 1 is important. What we have here is just a demo chatbot, and I have the usual welcome and the fallback intents, and I've also created a follow-up intent tree here, and this is where the user wants to, let's say they want to buy a submarine. It's just for fun, of course, but you can take a look at what I have inside this intent, and the parent intent will have the training phrase such as I want to purchase a submarine, I want to buy a submarine, and so on. And the text response will be what is your first name. Now let's go back to the follow-up tree, and you can see that the intent below the parent is the one which gets the first name, and you can see that I have provided some training phrases, and these are all like the sys.given name, that is the first name system entity. And once we get that, we will ask, okay, what is your last name? And I have one more intent to capture that, which is a follow-up of the first name intent. And when we go into that, you can see that I have a couple of training phrases here with some example last names. And once that is successful, the response should come back with what color do you like? So this is what the agent's behavior should be, and that's what we expect. So let's see if I start with I want to buy a submarine. So you can see that it's asking for the first name, and let's say Jack. And for the last name, we will just use whatever was already input. And you can see that it's moved on to the next intent, which is what color do you like, and that's the response which comes back from the agent. Now let's reset the context, and let's try something. Let's try to run through this conversation one more time with a different set of inputs. So I want to buy a submarine. So for the first name, I'll say Adam, and here I'll say it is Scott. And when we press the enter key, we expect that it's going to capture this last name and move on to the next intent and ask for the color of the submarine. Let's see what happens. So you notice that it's actually asking what is your last name. In other words, the intent that it got mapped to is the intent which captures the first name. So what is going on here? We will look at that in the next video.